When I began teaching in 2009, I was so excited to enter into a classroom full of eager and ready to learn students. Boy, did I get a rude awakening. I encountered problems like I had never seen before: poor attendance, bad attitude, low performance, and an overall dysfunctional classroom. After 2 weeks of being in this environment, I thought, how can I be the change I want to see in my class, in my school, and in my community? So I began to think of change. Little did I know then that my ideas would be the catapult for my action research project at Full Sail University 4 years later. After years of trying this and that, begging administration, teachers, students, and parents to buy into my ideas, I was just about ready to give up. I wanted my students to be engaged and motivated. I had tried so many different things to get them engaged. Enter Full Sail University and the Action Research Project. Now was my chance to put some serious effort into effectively increasing the engagement in the classroom. Then my world got turned upside down. I left my current position as a classroom teacher and ventured into the world of teaching online. Would my project still work? Could I learn to engage my new online students just as I had planned to in the classroom? Only time and research could tell. In efforts to effectively increase engagement in the classroom, educators have implemented a variety of techniques, which have included active and cooperative learning, learning communities, inquiry and problem-based learning, as well as team projects. Such efforts produce flow in learning environments of fully immersed and engaged students, as noted by Willem, 2010. According to Willem, flow was achieved when students were engaged, motivated, and happy to be learning. After poring over many resources in the research course, I decided to focus on effectively increasing an engagement in the classroom based on the theory of engagement. The theory of engagement, developed by two teachers, established the fundamental belief that students could be meaningfully engaged in learning with student collaboration and worthwhile tasks. I believe with the right methods, which included technology, I could effectively increase student engagement in the classroom with methods and results that could be reproduced by any teacher in any grade in any environment. Since I was teaching in an online learning environment, I had to find two different and challenging ways to capture the attention of students who were working from home, in front of the television and video games, and often left unattended all day long. I believe that Harper was onto something with his idea of individualized MP3 audio feedback files for students. Students today, especially teenagers, always seem to have some type of mobile device close by, such as a cell phone or MP3 player. Turning ordinary feedback files into MP3 files, students could play them on their MP3 player, had the strong possibilities of increasing student engagement in the classroom. From my multiple learning theories class, I learned that students learn different ways, so I had to meet the needs of all my students in order to be successful. I coupled the feedback recordings with small group tutorial sessions for maximum effort in increasing engagement. Small group tutorial sessions would allow me to create a variety of lessons and activities for all types of learners. Providing students digital oral feedback on written assignments gave students a sense of autonomy and motivation, according to Harper, 2009. In conjunction to returning students' feedback on individualized MP3 audio files for them to listen and digest, Harper reported that the software in class helped increase student engagement. I began with the ADDIE model created in my EDE course. I could not begin designing until I knew what the issues were or lack of engagement was from the student's perspective without asking them. Creating action research assets such as video and survey about engagement was completed in my TMD course and were the springboard to my project. I was excited to learn that the ETC course offered solutions to aid in my project development. I needed to set up my small group tutorial sessions more like a collaborative classroom. We would blog together, create and share projects, and use multimedia to create a meaningful classroom experience. Now that I had possible solutions to increase engagement in the classroom, implementation was key. I offered small group tutorials in my online Blackboard classroom twice a week to my struggling 7th grade English language arts students. We were reviewing materials from the week that were presented in the whole group setting where some of the students felt too shy or too embarrassed to ask for help in a class of over 300 students. The addition of the technology enhanced feedback was going to be a major plus for myself and the students. I created assignments for the students to turn in after or during small group tutorial sessions. The software that I used to record was SoundCloud. I recorded my feedback, added some original music, and emailed the music file to students. Many responded positively, so I decided to incorporate the use of SoundCloud during our small group tutorial sessions. I implemented the idea of the 1-minute storyteller. If I knew then what I know now, I would have implemented the cycles better than I did. Not better, just differently. After taking the LMS course, I have gained new information about learning management systems that I did not know before the implementation of my cycles. Due to the results I received from the implementation of my action research project, I decided to continue with the small group tutorials and the MP3 feedback files. I now use Schoology to organize my work. Students can log in and see different assignments that are differentiated based on team letter. Same assignments, but different level of work. Students can chat, blog, and work collaboratively in the MLS environment. This classroom setup is much better than the Blackboard Collaborate used in my previous cycles. I will continue with cycles until I feel they are no longer serving my students. And I will continue to revamp and make needed changes as I continue to increase my knowledge and skills in education and technology.